Buenos dias, muchachos and muchachas. Hey, you know what's funny, Cole? You know what really grinds my gears, Lois? They're taking pictures of them. I see. But nah, man, for real though. Ain't nobody in here yet. They frozen up. These pictures giving them no. Let me get that fireplace. I'm finna fuck up. Keep freezing that shit. This morning, I'm kind of going to jump on the subject of what's going on, Jonathan. I'm going to talk about workplace, man. Here's a running joke I have, bro. If you go on a job and everybody on that job, especially the dudes, talk this about the job, talk that about the job, say this about the supervisor, what he ain't going to do, and you better watch that joke. You better watch that cat that got so much to say about the job, but get wait. How long you been here? Oh, you been here over 4 or 5 years. So why you still here if the job's so horrible? Think about that. Now this for anybody that's over 30. You know what I mean? I get the benefit of that. If you over 30, you don't work. You've been in the workforce for a minute. You know what I mean? Now, and this goes out to the young people. Be careful of them people on job now. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what's going on. Athena, I'm just talking about how people be on these jobs trying to talk you out your blessing, man. Just go to work, mind your business, do what you supposed to do. See, it's been a time I've been on job well. In my younger times, I'll give you an example when I was working down at the Renaissance Hotel downtown Atlanta. I was doing banquet setup. And you know, at the time I think I was in HVAC school, and I had to put my hands on the dude, bro. Yeah, I had to tune a guy up because he head-butted me, and from that point on, I learned I ain't gonna let nobody play me out of a job. This for all you people out there. Be careful and weary them people that are always talking mess about the job. Man, they money. But get what? You still there for a reason. Either you listen, tell you something. If you go on a job and you start seeing all these red flags, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just watch. When I started in the culinary field, this dude's son. He told me the culinary industry is a cutthroat business. He said you can be the one with the knife to your neck, or you can be holding the knife at somebody's neck. So this is any job you work, man. Just be quiet, man. Mind your business. Just watch everybody. See, that be the problem on more jobs I work. Like I said, I've been let me tell you something. If I started doing a podcast on the kitchens I worked in around the city of Atlanta, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. if I start talking about every restaurant I done worked in and how they do things, trust me, bro, a lot of people would not eat at a lot of these places, but I'm not gonna put people on blast. I'm not gonna put organizations on blast. I'm just gonna speak from my personal experience. So, like I said, when you go on a job, if you want to work that job, mingle with no. I give you an example. One job I was just at up in Tucker. Not gonna say the name of the establishment, but it's downtown Tucker on Main Street. Okay. Now my first couple of days there, his brothers in the kitchen. You know what I mean? You know, it's just different form of slavery. When you back in slavery, they had niggas in the kitchen. So they just let a nigga get a culinary degree and call himself a chef. All right. Instead of a cook or a kitchen servant. All right. So my first week on the job now, I had a dude tell me he was gonna cut off my head, take my eyes out my skull, and skull fuck me. Now keep in mind now, the people in charge, they got cameras all in there. You wanna know how I know them camera work? Cause that's what I do when I get on job and I see cameras. I talk mess to the camera just to see if they work. And 9 times out of 10, them cameras work. So that dude cussed me out my first day there. The second, during the same week, a dude invited me, let's go around the building and smoke a blunt. Now, I know the game. You trying to see if it's just like training day, I take the money, and make the other guy feel good, But I don't smoke at work, bro. You know what I mean? I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke at work. I don't smoke at all. What's going on? So when they see they come get me right there on the trip up with that, they start doing other stuff. So while I'm on this job, I'm just noticing how nasty this kitchen is. These niggas nasty. But y'all call nasty. So I don't say nothing. So I'm now about 2-3 weeks, almost a month. So I started finding something to clean. I started cleaning stuff up. I started doing stuff in the kitchen. Nobody asked me. Here's something I'm gonna let you know too. Adults take initiative. Children have to be told. Remember that. Adults will take the initiative, but children have to be told. So I'm on this job in Tucker, downtown Tucker, city of Tucker on Main Street. And I'm noticing they keep telling me one dude he be sending out raw chicken. And I'm thinking, why that dude still got a job? Oh, he go from this building to the other building, back to this building. So he playing the game with him. Then I come in one day, they say, it took the crew back here 35 minutes to get an entree out. I'm saying, damn. What, 35 minutes to get an entree out? What's going on right here with these boys? But thing about it, I ain't say nothing. I don't say, I just let my work speak for myself. This same job, right? My first day there, they threw me on the grill. Open flame grill. Now keep in mind, I had just left a nursing home cooking. I ain't been on no grill in a minute, but it's like a bicycle. If you know what you're doing, it come back to you. So they throw me on the grill. I'm flooded because I ain't been on the grill in a minute. You know what I mean? I ain't been in no cook to order. I just left a nursing home. So my first day there, I'm getting killed. The grill killing me. Right? The dude who's like the quote unquote kitchen manager, he just, to me, he a cool guy, but what I learned most of the time on these jobs, these cats don't really care about the job or the profession as they should. They just do enough to get by and get paid. Just what I'm telling you about the food business. I've been doing this in 2005. Do the math. I've been cooking from Buckhead to College Park to Metropolitan to the Hood to East Lake to East Atlanta Village to I done been around the city. I done been in nursing homes. I've been doing this, right? So my first day on the grill, I get my butt whooped because I ain't been on the grill in a while. I got my butt whooped. So the dude who the kitchen man, let me get over here and knock some of this shit down. Hey, man, back up. Hey, you got it, brother. You got it, brother. You got it. You got it, brother. You got it, brother. You got it. So my man went over there and did his thing, moving on. I'm going to tell you something about the kitchen, too. I'm very, 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 very. I'm very, 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 very weary of people when they're in the kitchen. This how they move. You're moving all around the place, right? But you just moving. You ain't doing that. You just looking like you busy. But so he kicked me out the grill. Yeah, he headbutted me. Did I say he headbutted me? Wow. Yeah, he headbutted me, and I just lost it, bro. So back to the little restaurant in Tucker. My video freezing because maybe somebody don't want me to tell this story, but I'm gonna keep telling it. It'll probably catch up. Hold on, let me see. So I'm watching my man. He over there doing his thing. He putting the burgers down. He moving. I'm like, oh, this nigga good, right? You know what I'm saying? Fast. He moving fast. He just throwing burgers up there. You know what I mean? He doing his thing. So I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? He don't keep me out the grill, which I respect. My first day in, I don't know. I got to get acclimated. Bro, sometimes in certain situations, just be quiet. Because after he act like he was over there, grill master #1, guess what happened? Somebody sent the hamburger back, black as my shirt. I ain't saying that. So I go back to saying that, oh, you ain't quit. I said, nah, bro, what you mean quit? What's happening? Now I'm in this thing. I'm working the grill and the fryer. You understand? 2 hardest stations in this building. But get what? I do it. I get in there, I do my thing. I'm rocking out. All my food, then it become a problem when people start complimenting my cooking. And I'm just getting in the building, but here other brothers who been here 2-3 years, who y'all think about giving raises. I even seen a dude smush another dude in the kitchen. It's all on camera. But them same 2 dudes that were beefing, guess who they started? Guess when they got like that because of who? Because of me. So when people start complimenting my food, calling my name through the window, telling me my food good, people in that kitchen, even the kitchen manager, while I say he was just a highly decorated prepper, because when I start coming in early and early, because I had another job, I see Buddy would I'm like, why y'all leaving all this stuff for my man to do? I'm talking to the brothers. Why y'all leaving all this stuff for my man to do? Y'all can't come in and do that? That's in talk. So unfortunately, they let me go over some BS because one of they people came back. This funny part about that while I was in Tucker. One of the dudes that worked with me interviewed me for another spot they had at Avondale Estate, but he didn't hire me there. Can you imagine coming to work every day and seeing the dude you did not hire in a building that you're coming to work at? And get what? I was fired too. So I realize most time in the kitchen, when more people can come to work 2 hours late, commence a whole shift without calling, send out raw chicken, take too much time on the appetizer, they part of the problem. So if the people in charge don't see you as a threat, get what? They're going to keep you around because at any time they can fire you. But when you're a threat, they're going to make up something to get rid of you. That's why I was in Tucker. You understand? So when you go on a job, bro, be quiet. You ain't there to make no friends because if you my age, 50 years old, I ain't known you for 50 years. I don't need to know you now. Now, I'm not going to say on the job I'm not gregarious, meaning talkative and friendly. If you know what gregarious mean, sorry, I found that out in defensive driving class. But I don't want to be this 6'4", 200-some pound man walking around and not being approachable. So I'm going to crack a joke or two. I'm going to say something funny, but I'm going to be about my business. You see what I'm saying? That takes me back to when I was in high school. During the award ceremonies, they call you down for A on a roll and, principal list and all like that there. It still kind of tickled me when they called my name and all my friend was like, damn, Jermaine, you on the honor roll? And all I can say was, I'm funny, nigga, not stupid, not dumb. You feel me? So it's the same thing on these jobs, bro. They, especially in kitchen. I'm telling you right now, if you want me to talk about any establishment I worked in, just comment below. I would tell you, I've been in a lot of kitchens and a lot of supposedly pristine restaurants, or some up in Buckhead. I helped open one in Buckhead. Uh, I worked there a lot of places. That's your favorite restaurant, you probably been. But when you go on a job, bro, mind your business. Don't talk to nobody. Don't try to get cool with nobody. Just do your job and go home. Now they might say this about you, about that, about you, but any job I go on, I tell them, look, man, your check don't pay my bills, and my and my check don't pay your bills. So I don't ever worry about, well, where's such and such at? Why ain't he? And that was the problem about that eatery in Tucker. It was all black people in the back, probably except for a couple Mexicans. And you know, when it come to us black people, niggas back there going outside, smoking weed on the clock. But y'all want to terminate me over something? Okay, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just letting you know, when you go on jobs, stop trying to be friends with people, because the people if you walk on a job, in your spirit, you walk on that job, the first day you can feel what's going on. You can say, okay, I can see Buddy, he lazy. Okay, I can see Buddy, he might be all right. I can see you could tell. It's like when I play football, when I line up against somebody, I'm looking at dude's feet, leg, okay, this is a big lazy ass nigga right here, or I'm gonna have to work with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to put my back into this nigga because he a big dude. Same thing when you work on the job, bro. If you go on a job and you see stuff disarray, boom, 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 first thing you gotta tell yourself, attitude reflect leadership. Favorite movie, Remember the Titans. Attitude reflect leadership. If people in that kitchen doing something, and ain't nobody saying that, I ain't saying that because I ain't the boss, but I'm just looking and observing. Man, I done seen niggas drop food on the floor, dropping in the fryer. You see what I'm saying? I done seen niggas blow their nose on the line. I done seen niggas take their finger and stick it in food and go back. I done seen a lot of shit in the kitchen, bro. So that's why when somebody be like, let's go out to eat, I be like, where we going? Where we going? Like, where we going? That's the first way, where we going? Cause I can tell you right now, I don't want to go there. Cause when I go out to eat, I'm telling you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the ambience. That ain't got now. I don't really care about the ambience, because it's just like when you go to church, right? You can go to a church. It can be a beautiful church, but the preacher ain't talking about that. Waste of time. So I go in, the first thing I look at is my server. I look at their nails. I look at their eyes to see if they high or geeked up or, anything. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at their overall appearance. And then I'm looking at the other food when they're coming out from the back. Now, most people don't know this. You got the right, as a customer, a paying customer, you can call and say, hey, do you all have a chef's table? I would like to pay for a chef's table in the back. Now, most kitchens probably like, yeah. Now, if they tell you to give us about a week, they got to clean that kitchen up. And they're going to charge you to be back there in that kitchen too. You understand? But if they say, we can do it in the next 2-3 days, you can buy a guarantee. That's a nice kitchen back there. Most of y'all don't even know that. When you want to go to your favorite restaurant, ask, hey man, do y'all have a chef's table in the back? I can afford it. I want to pay for that. Meaning you sitting in the back of the house, watching everything that go on. And it's a table in a certain area, not around the chaos, but you can sit. But with all the regulations and stuff now, I don't know if they still do that. That's how old school of a cook I am. They used to have something called a chef's table, where you could be in the back of the house with the kitchen staff, and your food will come straight off the stove to your table. But I don't know if they still have that. But the workplace, I've been like, the work game, the culinary game has changed so much, bro, from when I started, because most people are hiring these young folks. And most of these, I'll give you another establishment I work for, downtown Decatur. Get what? I don't fight these battles. That restaurant is no longer open. Closed down. I'm going to say the name of it. Rusty Taco. There it is. I said it. Rusty Taco. Right? I get a job there. Now, this is the thing with me too about these jobs. I put my resume out and they see my resume. There's a couple places on my resume where I've been a kitchen manager. But job, for some reason, because they must know a nigga need the money, want to bring me in. giving me a job for something I didn't like. I might apply for a line cook, lead line cook. These folk might hire me for prep and dishwasher. What I'm gonna do with that, man? What I'm gonna do with that? You feel me? This has been my whole culinary career, except when I worked for a couple of people running their business for them. Like if you know me from C&J's over off what that is over there. My aunt's still over there. Damn, man. At Peter Street. Not Peter, ain't Peter. What is that? Pryor Road. I was at C&J's. I had Pulu and Lamont Club up on Metropolitan before with LaCourt. I had cream. I've been around this thing, man, cooking. Long time. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of the places you go out to eat, if you knew the truth about some of these places, you would not eat there. I give you another place I worked at, and I was attacked because I said something about the cleanliness. And you got to go way back for this one. I used to work at Landon's on Cascade. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people out there may know what I'm talking about, Landon's on Cascade. One day I came in there, man. Now, first of all, first red flag with everybody in that thing like this. Good morning. Good morning. What going on? You all right? Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Good morning. That's how everybody walking around. Good morning. Good morning. I'm like, these niggas done get a one-on-one or something. Even the little chef, I forgot his name, little light-skinned nigga. I forgot his name. So I come in. But keep in mind, at this time, I'm still kind of green. You know, he wanted me to fillet some salmon. He wanted me to fillet some whole salmon. For one, the knife was dull. Two, he came with that, man, goddamn, man, you don't have to no motherfucker cussing at me like. So first thing I said, shit, man, they offered me to concentrate with this nasty ass kitchen like that. Like I said, get what he told me. You can clock out and go home. So I left and I ain't go back. But a couple weeks later, get what? I'm watching the news and I see Landon got hit with they failed their health inspection. Yeah. They got shut down. Anybody remember Landon's on Cascade down there? On the other end of Cascade, going like towards where T.I. stayed down there on that end of Cascade. Yeah, I used to work at Landon's. I tell you another spot I worked at. I used to work at a place called the Pecan in College Park. These some old restaurants, man. These restaurants ain't open no more. Called the Pecan in College Park. All right. Good food. We had good people used to come in, right? Pecan was a good spot to work at too, but they had this guy, this chef. He was kind of a bully. I ain't gonna say his name, but I understood as I worked that way what's his purpose there, right? Man, they let me go at the Pecan too. Chef, I ain't gonna say his name, but chef, some kind of way I was messing with a chick on the job, and the chef was too. It came out secret. I ain't had a spirit of discernment like I have now. You know what I'm saying? I saw the red flag, but I didn't see him. So that dude wouldn't give me my check, right? I had, at the time I was dating that lady, I had her grandson. You know, I like older women, so she had a grandson. And I had the baby in my arm, went to the police department. That's the only reason I got my check, because that police said, man, this old handsome fella in your arms right here. He said, come over here and see if I can get this check for you. That's the only reason I got my check. Because dude and me, the owner and me was messing with the same girl, one of the girls in the kitchen. And then she out there, she know who she is. They fired me, kept her, made her a sous chef. So, again, when you go on these jobs, bro, ain't nobody your friend. Just go to work. Handle your business. And let me tell you something. Don't tell nobody your business on these jobs, bro. See, that'd be the problem. More nigga, they want to come to work because this girl just arguing. Don't bring that shit to work, bro. Leave that out. When I come to work, I don't bring my personal shit to work. When I come to work, if whatever personal going on, I'm finna focus on their food and do my best on their food and get it right and get it out of here. You understand? So the workforce has changed in the culinary world because it's a hustle for everybody. Like, I'm going to give you a couple chefs that I see that, like G. Garvin. G. Garvin, a great chef. I mean, I used to work with him in a couple places, but some of these niggas be assholes, y'all. Now look at him. He got another restaurant. So it's just a hustle, man. They keep the hustle going, keep the hustle going. Like the lady who did the slutty vegan shit. Everybody going crazy over stuff. It was social media blast. It was hype. That food wasn't that good. Now what she got going on? She got a whole nother restaurant because some people in this culinary thing for fame and money. You know what I mean? Like the game changed when a lot of these cats went on Instagram and started posting their food and doing videos, and then they getting all these. Everybody want to be a celebrity chef and all that, bro. Culinary game done changed, man. It's just like the NFL and NBA, man. The shit rigged, man. You know what I'm saying? Some restaurants I go to, bro, eat. I'm gonna give you an example. I had an interview at a restaurant over here on North Lake. Used to be the old Major League. It's called Cat some shit now. I went. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you something, bro. That kitchen so clean. That walk-in so clean. I've been in that thing for almost 20-some years. I ain't never seen a kitchen that clean, bro. That kitchen was fire. I ain't gonna lie. That kitchen was on point. But what I noticed is they had too many chiefs and not enough Indians. They had an executive chef. They had a sous chef. They had an executive sous chef. And all these people I saw walking around, I could tell they've been to culinary school. You know what I mean? Most of them walking around, I could tell y'all ain't really no cook. Y'all ain't really no cooks. Y'all just chefs. Y'all just supervisors. Y'all just watch people to make sure they do it right. I don't even know if you can do it yourself. Right? So they had me come in and do a mystery bash. Like, dude gave me some protein, some vegetables, some starch, and a couple more things to make a dish. So in my mind, when I saw the plate, when I saw what he got, I said, "Dude, what I'm gonna do?" So instead of him letting me do what I want to do, he said, "Man, what you do this?" I said, "Nah, bro, I don't want it. Man, put it out." Here it is again. I could see right now this is a place I can't work because you're not trusting my judgment. Now, I ain't even working for you yet, but you sitting here telling me make a dish and make a plate, and I'm finished with my final plate. You telling me, nah, man. Then you gonna take me up to the front, put some ugly microgreens on there. Yeah, man, I need a garnish. No, my plate don't need no garnish. So right then I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna hire me because he already. But I asked him, how you get this? Oh man, I started in dish pit. Okay, you one of them guys. I respect you. Sometimes when people come out that dish pit and make it up to a position, they get the big head. They don't know how to talk, or they just walk around with a sense of arrogancy. Like, yeah, I started as a dishwasher. Yeah, I started as a dishwasher, and now I'm See, look, why my screen doing that, bro? See, the devil, man. I swear, boy, I can't win for trying, y'all. Look at my screen white now. Somebody hating, cuz. We're gonna let it ride out till it come back, till my screen come back, y'all. I'm gonna go and start my lunch y'all, for these baby dog. I wanna call you later on if I can. Oh Lord, don't let it be that. I don't wanna go around with the long face. Lord knows it's a disgrace. Don't make me be the bad guy every time. I don't want to be the bad guy every time. Please don't let me be the bad guy every time. Look at my screen. I was at B8. It ain't even on there that good. I ain't even started. Y'all can't see me, cuz I can't even see myself. They done did something to my screen, but it still counts. But anyway, I'm gonna keep telling with the story. So that's the moral of the story, man. When you get a job, bro, don't tell nobody your business. Keep your mouth closed. And be wary of them people that, man, that nigga only got that nigga ain't this, the chef ain't this, and the boss ain't this. But soon the boss come in and say, I need, yes, sir, boss. I'm gonna tell you again, if you go on a job, I'm telling you right now, if you go on a job and somebody been there 3, 4, 5 years, and you could tell that the job is needing some improvement, either they reason they there because they part of the problem. You can bet that, bro. You know what I mean? Job, I don't know, because I'm trying to do the right thing on the job. I got this joke I'm writing. if I was to be more faithful and dedicated to God in my life than I have been with these kitchens, I'd probably be a little further in life with my actual talent, which is poetry and write music and short stories like my mama told me, you know what I mean? But the topic today is watch. Yeah. I have seen it all in these restaurants, bro. Trust me, I done seen a lot, my boy. My baby out there crying. Listen up. She fussing. Right there. I gotta go tell her be quiet right there. She gonna when I go right there. Ah, so my screen reappears now. Yes. Yes, I go away for a second and come back. My screen reappears magically. Yes. But anyway, man. That's just, my experience in the city, man. Like I said to all young people out there, when you get a job, don't be so quick. Try to make friends with nobody. Don't listen to what they ain't gonna do, and you just got the job. Don't fall for that. Man, they ain't doing that. They don't do all that, but you still hit them. You know what I'm saying? I learned the game a long time ago when I was working at season 52 in Buckhead with my boy Kearney and the Dolphins. What's up, Kearney? I missed them niggas, man. That was some real. Let me tell you something. I had fun on a lot of jobs. I working with some real dudes, bro. That's on my mama. I work with some real men, bro, and we made it work and we had fun at the same time. But on some job, I'm working with some BANs, you know what I'm saying? You can figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Some BANs, and the job was hard because they was hating and they didn't have my skill set. And they was, they wasn't really cooks. They was just in the job for a check, you know what I mean? So, I was at season 52 and I was working with the Dolphins and Beasley, man. Two brothers from Chicago, man, showed me so much love, man. Took me on their ropes, man. And just, kept a young nigga in the game. So one thing I learned about Beasley, you know what I'm saying? Chef would tell him to do something, but Bees would play that, all right, Chef, heard. And then, me, if Chef would say something, I'd be like, man, I ain't trying to do it. And Bees say, man, stop, don't go back and forth with Chef, man. Just get that man a herd, man. And I watch Bees just finesse Chef every day. Chef might say at the time it was Chef Hernandez, something like that. Chef Fredo, Chef Fredo, season 52. And Chef like, Beasley, I need you to tonight mop these coolers for me, please, okay? Beasley like, her, Chef. And soon Chef leave, Beasley say, why did? I ain't doing that. And the next day, we would get to work, and Chef be like, Beasley, I thought I asked you to mop out the cooler for me last night. You didn't. Oh, Chef, man, my bad, man. I got busy, man. We got a few things. I get it today, Chef. Still didn't do it. So Beasley taught me the art of finesse. Just don't argue with your supervisors, even though they wrong. I give you a story about season 52. Season 52 was pretty good deal. It was a guy named Mike up there. He was a good server, man. Mike used to make money too. He played at he said he went to school with Cam. He went to Westlake, you know what I mean? So me and Mike was so cool on break, man. We might go out and toss the football around. So there was a couple cool cats up there, man, season 52. But Fredo, man, he's always like every job I go on, Chefs, I don't know why they want to try me because they have a Napoleon company. They want to treat it like jail. They want to try the biggest dude and whatever. But Fredo used to always be on my case, bro. And one day he said something to me, bro, and he went to the back and he slipped, and all I heard was he fell. And when I went, because season 52 had these doors you push, they swing, and I went to the door and look, I saw a Chef getting up off the floor. And I just walked back. See, I ain't know at the time that me and God were like this. You know what I'm saying? Because the man stayed on me every day. Like, I remember one time at season 52, I worked the grill. I was scared of the grill because I never worked the grill. Well, I worked the flat, I worked the brick oven. Well, I did the thin piece of the salmon on the plank and all like that. But did they? I think Beasley and the Dolphins called in. It was New Year's Eve. I'll never forget. So I worked the grill. Keep in mind, at season 52, we went by reservation. So we looked at the books. We're like, oh, we got like 20, 30 people for reservation. I'm like, cool. But some people walked off the street that night, and I was on the grill. And I forgot the dude name that was working over there with me. He had just started too. He stayed over in Summerhill. I forgot Charlotte's name. But with me and him up there, and I rocked out that night. None of my food came back. Everything was perfect. And instead of Chef Fredo saying, good job, man, you did. We had a rundown lineup, man, before every shift we had, he talked to us about. And he said, yeah, this guy worked the grill deal tonight by himself. He did okay. Could do better. DJ, good job tonight. And gave me a $10 gift certificate to Subway. Man, I want to throw that damn thing in the tray. Don't make me be the bad guy every time. Maybe you know that you're not fine enough to hold leverage on me. Hold leverage on me. Hey, baby, don't do that. Please don't do that. I'll put my country album out, bro. Look, now my shit upside down. Look. Now it's upside down and I'm blue. Somebody done hacked my shit, bro. I don't know what's going on. Why my shit upside down, bro? Let me see me do it like this. Yeah, somebody done got in my page, bro. They fucking with me, cuz. Let me get off this shit, dog. Now I got down. I'm blue and shit. Nigga done hack my shit. Nigga can do that shit, bro. Nigga hack it to you shit like that. Y'all see this shit, bro? That now back right. Yeah, I think I might. Let me know what. I might get off this shit, bro. Cause that was some fucked up shit there. Then how am I upside down in blue? Nigga, when I'm going back and forth through the multiverse or something, cuz. That was some crazy shit. Y'all witnessing this shit in live time. He don't want to be a man. He wants to be a woman. He don't understand. That ain't in God's plan. She don't want to be a film. She wants to be in. She don't understand. That's not in God's plan. Lonely days and lonely nights. It's okay to cry sometimes, you'll be alright. But in the midst of the pain, if you don't see an end, I don't know what to tell you, oh Lord, again. No matter way. Could have been a country western singer too, bro. Y'all seen that, but my shit was upside down, I was blue. The weird shit going on the internet shit. Oh, that's what I want to say too. It's a lady somewhere. But these folks in charge just don't know how to do that without sending out memos and email. They just got to be corporate all the way through. It's a lady suing Mark Zuckerberg because she said she got on Instagram at 9 years old. And she 20 now, and she's saying that has destroyed her life, giving her depression, and it's very. First of all, you should be suing your parents who allowed you to get a social media platform page at 9 years old. And the reason she might win because they have emails of Mark Zuckerberg sending out, we need to find a way to increase more people, younger people to get on the internet. The world we live in, bro. Now, she might win because she got Congress, because they don't like Mark Zuckerberg. They can't regulate him. He did something that changed the world and made him a millionaire, and he better than the CIA. What other platform other than YouTube, Instagram, Facebook that people voluntarily come online and discuss the matters of their life, public and privately? So the CIA and the FBI and all these spies, he came up with something that, So this lady's suing him because since she was 9 years old, she been on social media and she blaming him. I don't get it, bro. The world we live in, dog. And I'm just gonna speak on this right now about faith. Right? There's people out there, I know God is God real, I can say that much. The Almighty, the great I am, Elohim, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Rofi, Yahweh Bori, El Oshe Fila, El Hakandash. I know he fire, he the man, right? He the all creator. And it's a thing, that's in the Bible we supposed to live, right? But God knows some of us, right? Know who we is and who we ain't gonna be. Now, I'm not being funny when I say this. I'm being 100% real. I treat God like a condom. I'd rather have him and Yahshua when I die, with a little bit of knowledge and a whole lot of reverence for them too, and to go to hell without my so-called die without my so-called condom. You feel me? That's real. That's about real as I can put it. And there's a lot of people out here. We say we believe in Yahshua, we believe in Jesus, but sometimes some of our lifestyles don't add up with that. And that's going to be a problem on Judgment Day, because according to the book, in Revelation, and the books were open. The books were open. 2 books. One book, everything you have done and said while you were in your body. And the second book is going to be the book of life. And if your name not in the book of life, you're going to enter the second death, which is a lake of eternal fire. I don't know why people don't believe it's a hell. I mean, when I was growing up, I learned that the earth has a core that is nothing but fire. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. You know what I mean? But that was my topic this morning about the workforce, man. You got to be careful on these jobs, man. And brothers, please don't go on these jobs. Young boys, don't go on these jobs, mess with these girls, these women on your job. Please. I'm going to come and give you some game. The first reason you should mess with a girl on your job. Rule number for one number one reason. She know how much you make and when you get paid. So you can't tell her, I ain't got no money. I ain't worked that many hours. So that's the first thing, your money. 2, your job, which is about with your money. Because you don't know if she messing with the dishwasher or the nigga back there prepping. And here you come new meat and she slick with it. And I seen that at my last job down on Morris Drive. Yeah. Dude, and he, another job, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, that job right there crazy, bro. Like, bro, if people been on that job so long, bro, they can't cook. They take forever to get the food out the back. When I went back there and cooked, the food was coming out fast. When I was in the front waiting on the food, it took them niggas 20, 30 minutes to drop 2, 3 pieces of fish, bro. But you know what? The people in charge, they say, hey, hurry up with the food. But when I got back there, it was like they were trying to rush. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. But you know why? Because God got a higher standard set for me. See, I tell people all the time, I tell people about these jobs, they be like, it may be you. It might be me. Maybe I'm in the wrong profession. Maybe I'm not walking in the calling that God got for me. You know what I mean? Every job I go on, bro, kitchen-wise, it started off good. Then when my eyes open, because my ears open, because I'm listening and I'm observing what's going on in the kitchen, watching how people move, what they ain't doing, and what they're doing, and write this down, then I become a problem. Because I'll tell you one thing about me on the job, bro. I do not get along to go along. I don't get along to go along. We ain't doing that, bro. If you ain't doing your job, bro, I ain't doing it for you. And I ain't worried about if you're doing your job or not. I ain't nobody supervisor. I'm my own supervisor. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta be careful on these jobs, man, because some people been on that job. Like sometimes, like I said, some kitchens I walked in. I give you another one I worked there a long time ago. It's closed now. You notice the pattern here. Every job I go on, they mess with me. It was called Sweet Auburn Bistro. Down on Auburn Avenue. Yeah. Beautiful concept. I think old Jermaine Gresham had something to do with it. If you know, you know. If you're from Atlanta, you know. So I go down to the Sweet Auburn Bistro, man, get in there, man. You know, they put me on the station and this station. It took me about 3 weeks, about a month. I don't say that, I just look. Man, if you know about the kitchen, you got a hood, right? Kitchen got a hood. They had these little metal things up under the hood to catch the grease that drip. Man, I'm in there one day, I'm looking at that hood, I'm looking in that corner. Man, them folk had grease in the corner, bro, piling up. So I made a declaration. We all men, right? I said, man, once I clean this station, man, this station mine, bro. And I stood on that. And this is at Sweet Auburn Bistro. I cleaned that station up. That station was mine. Then this one dude used to cook for this dude. Grandma, every time but grandma come, my grandma want that chicken Alfredo. When I started cooking that dude, grandma's chicken Alfredo, and he came in there and said, bruh, my grandma said she wants you to make this from now on. I take you back. Again, it's always jealousy, man. I don't hate the people, I hate the spirit, and I take it back to the pecan. The owner of the restaurant was always he had a slick little mouth, because he the boss. He carried himself and said sometimes he wanted to be one of the homies. So, we used to have our little words in the back, and and blah, 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 blah. So when his mom used to come in, he, mama boy, I'm a cook, move, man. I'm finna cook my mama food, man. I'm cooking my mama food. I said, nah, bro, I got it. What she having? And he said, all right, man. If you don't cook my mama food right, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I said, what you want to bet? If I don't cook your mama food right, you can find me, chef. You can find me, chef, today. This Sunday brunch. All right, bet. Go ahead, do it then. I cooked that food for that nigga mama, man. And they said, man, my mom want to see you. So I go out to the table. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. His mom was a very famous, locally famous psychiatrist. She had a radio show on 107.9 back in the day. If you know, you know. She said, young man, my breakfast was so good. I said, thank you, mama. I said, could you do me a favor? She said, what's that? I said, could you please tell your son to get off of my back? I'm doing the best I can, Master. And we both laughed. He just gave me the eye like, and I went to the back. See, when you are a naturally good person and you got good intention, when you put your hands to use, which God said, use your hands. That's why he gave them to you. Your hands are made for work. When you have a good intention to put these to work and do good things, it'll show in your work. Man, that nigga couldn't stand me after that, bro. Get another incident. He had a son that used to come in there and work the line. He used to do expo. Like we on this side cooking, we put the food in the one. If you know, the son will be right there, reading the ticket, calling out what he needs. So I noticed for like 3-4 Sundays, every time little man would be with her daddy, move, man, let me get this, man. You don't know what you're doing. And the son would drop his head and walk off, and the feet. So one day I said, look, so I saw his son after that day. I said, hey, bro, you respect your dad? He said, yeah, man, I respect my dad. I said, you want your dad to respect you? He said, what you mean? I said, every Sunday I see when you get a little bit in the weeds over there, your dad come and push you out the way. And you reluctantly move like you don't want to. So I said, here's a piece of advice, brother. That's your dad. You got to go home with him. I said, but next time your daddy come over there and try to push you out the way, tell him, no, Dad, I got it. He said, what? I said, tell him, Dad, I got it. I got to learn. Let me get it, Dad. I got it. And true enough, come that next Sunday, we get a little busy, lunch, brunch out this church. People come in, and I watched it. I witnessed it. Chef came back there. Watch out, Junior. Watch out, Junior. Junior said, I got it, Dad. He said, It's Dad. I got it, man. I got it. Dad, trust me. I got it. And Chef left. Went in the office and watched. And because he was expoing, I'm working with the young kid. I'm like, yo, little man, I got this coming out in 2 minutes. I got this coming at you next. And I tell you, yo, man, let little man know what we got working on here. And we started talking with the little man through, because that would have happened if you were expo. If you don't have the what's the word? The confidence to speak to the line, be like, yo, man, I need y'all to let me. So I started, hey, little chef, I got this coming at you. I got this coming at you, this coming in. So when he saw him talking to him, rocking with, I told him, let my man know how you got on them lamb chop, man. Let my man know he got on them pork chop. And by the end of the show, man, little man did it. And at the end of the day, he had his dad respect. But at the same time, his dad knew where that confidence came from. He talked to me. I put him like, hey, bro, tell your dad you got it, bro. Don't let them keep come push out the line. That make you look weak, bro. Cause we rock with you back here, little man. You be with us through the slow part. You can work, and after that, no more problems from the dad with the little boy. You know what I mean? See what I got here for my. See what I'm looking like. A piece in here. Everybody, 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 dun, 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 dun. Ow, ow, ow. Dun, 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 dun. Ow, ow. Dun, 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 dun. Ow, ow. Bang, 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 ow, ow. Ow, ow. Everybody, 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 everybody. Ow. Ow. It is true. If you have the right accent, you can sing any song. Like I ain't even Muslim, but I can sing. You gotta put that. I'll just be fucking around. Nobody knows. Carry a smile when I'm broken in two. And I'm nobody without someone like you. I'm trembling inside. Nobody knows it but me. How blue could I get? You could have small heart. Nobody wants to be alone. I mean, I'm trying to go to an hour, bro. I got 2 minutes before I'll be on here for an hour, you know what I mean? But I appreciate the people that came in and rocked with me for a minute, you feel me? I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm gonna be a content creator. I just want to get on here and speak the truth, bro. Don't make me be the villain every time we're chilling. I just want to be in your arms in the building. Lord knows why. You never try. You don't want to be no reason why. I don't want to be the one that caused you heartache, baby. Don't want to be. Somebody knows your name in my heart. Somebody wants to. Oh Lord, don't ever leave me tonight. I just want to be here tonight. Oh no, you're better than me. No one knows better than me. No one better than me. 15 seconds till I've been on here, no hours. This is my new single off my album. You always call me when wife's awake. You call my phone while my wife's awake. I told you she'll go to sleep around 10 or 11 then. I go to the bathroom to speak to you, but you call while she's awake watching Jeopardy. I told you not to call until my wife falls asleep.